Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Critters Corner Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the court with the West Green Ladies basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with Lady Buffs head coach Betsy Shaw. Coach, how are you doing this evening?
Good. How are you?
Doing better. It's a little bit of a better week now. You finally get back in the gym. You finally get back in school. No more cancellations. I don't think you were on a delay today, were you?
No, we had to go one more time.
First day back without a delay in, what is that, 8 days? Because I think before the snow was whenever you were out of school on Friday for wind.
I think so.
So that was 8 straight school days, whether it had been canceled or a 2-hour delay. So finally back on a normal schedule now. In that 2 weeks that we haven't been able to sit down and meet, you've had 3 games. You had the Cherokee game a little while ago, and then you've had 2 conference games recently with Chuckey Doak and Johnson County. You picked up 2 wins back-to-back with Cherokee and Chuckey Doak. Ended up taking a loss last night when you went to Mountain City. But talk to me about the Cherokee win, if you can remember. I know it's been about a week and a half ago, so you might not be able to remember everything. But take me through that and talk about that win and how good it felt to finally get on that winning streak.
I can remember most of that. It was a good win. We had a lot of people score that game.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was,
very balanced.
Yes, we consistently have Morgan and Joey scoring for us a lot, but a lot of people scored. I think Emily had 11, was it?
I think so.
I'm not great with remembering all the numbers. Alyssa had a bunch, and Lacey had several too. And then we did a great job rebounding that game, and so that gave us a lot of second chance points, or second chance shots at least. And then we pressed quite a bit of the game, and so the girls did a really good job of doing that because we don't press a lot. I don't think we have the depth to press very often. That's why we don't. But we pressed a lot that game, and so I think it worked in our favor. So it was a good game, especially good when we win.
Yeah, and then you kind of have a little bit of a downtime between games. I think it was maybe 9 days, I want to say, between that game on Saturday and the game against Chuckey Doak on Monday. But a lot of downtime in between then.
Yeah.
You don't really know how you're going to show up and play on the court.
Yeah.
Not being able to get into the gym and practice, no games, and then not much time to prepare for Chuckey Doak. Luckily, it's Chuckey Doak. We've joked about it before, how you've played them so much in the past. You really don't have to prepare for them as much because you know what to expect. So you go in there, in their own gym, and you pull out a win. Heck of a shot at the end by Alyssa Lawson. Heck of a game. Ended up being down by as much as I think I remember 7 points in the first half. Might have been more. But you come from behind, controlled it going through the second half, end up coming out on top. How good of a win did that feel for you?
It's great to have a win there. We played last year when we played there. We played awful. I just remember how bad we played there last year. It was, and you said all that time off. I know that several of the girls did. I mean, I prepped for Hampton. I got that scouting report, watched them. Before that, we'd already went over Chuckey Doak, prepped for them. It's like I continue to watch film. I was like trying to make sure we knew who does what. And then before the game, because we played so close together, there wasn't much. And I watched Chuckey Doak and South Green play Saturday, and I went over what notes I had to make sure I didn't need to add nothing, and then. It was a good game. Before the game we went in the locker room early and I wrote everything on the board because we had so much time off, and so what they did and tried to review. But it was a great game. And Alyssa made that shot. It was a great shot. I don't have much. It was a great shot.
When is the last time you've had a buzzer beater that won the game for you?
I don't know. We have been on the other end of that. Several times, North Green.
I remember North Green earlier this year.
Claiborne was 4-ish until we started fouling. Gibbs was close till we started fouling. And now Johnson County was 4. It's them close games. I know, I take the blame for all those losses, like I do. But it's so good to finally come out on the winning side of those. So,
especially with a big shot like that for a freshman too, because she might have not had a shot that important in her career yet, and she was able to hit that. And it allowed you to come out on top in an important conference game there against Chuckey Doak, which helps boast your record to, I think, now 2-2 through 4 games. And it was 2-1 at the moment. And then you went into Johnson County last night. Always a tough place to play up there in Mountain City. I think the long trip plays an effect sometimes. And I think maybe playing that game against Chuckey Doak, did that kind of drain you a little bit going into that game last night with Johnson County too?
Alyssa's a senior. She's just never played before. Well, she's not played a year of basketball yet.
Okay.
So this is her first year playing. So but her experience.
So many
freshman,
new players on the
I know,
team, yeah.
I know, but I can think of a lot of excuses for us, like why we lost. A lot of excuses. We were really, really tired. I think that. But we had 30 turnovers. You're not going to a basketball game with 30 turnovers. We scored 59 points. We don't score 59 points. You can look back at our scores, and we didn't play much defense either. And when we did turn the ball over, they shot layups, so that hurt us. So we didn't play much half-court defense. So it's frustrating. You win 2 in a row, and then you go up there, and then you lose by 4 points. So we get to play them again here at home. So that's something we all look forward to. We discussed it, in the locker room after the game. But also we played Monday. I think it took a little bit out of us, and then we played again Tuesday.
That long trip also plays an effect.
I sent them the scouting report, and we went over in the locker room right before we got there. We got there 30 minutes before we tipped off. It's a tough situation, but it doesn't matter. Those are just excuses, but we lost, so we get to play them again at least. So that's good. You never know if we'll play them in the future. Yeah. Besides just here at home.
So at the moment on Wednesday, I think you're sitting at third within the standings at 2-2. I think Chucky Doak is 3-3, but you have the head-to-head over them because you would have the same 500 winning percentage. So you're sitting at third place at the moment right now with the win over Chucky Doak and the loss to Johnson County. You've got some important matchups coming up. You've got South Green tied for first right now, and then you've got that game with Chucky Doak on Tuesday coming up where you can attempt to claim sole possession of third place with a win in that game. We've got some other ones to talk about also with the snow and the ice kind of shuffling things around a little bit and making things difficult for coaches, players, media, and everybody alike. But we'll go ahead and talk about that in just a minute. We need to get commercials on screen first as usual, so we'll be right back in just a minute here on Grassroots Media.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greenville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommy's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommy's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommy's a call at 638-3662.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Critters Corner, Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the court with the West Green Lady Buffaloes basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with West Green head coach Betsy Shaw. So finally getting back into the gym, finally feeling a sense of normalcy, we'll say, with your first day back now, and with the schedules finally being set, not having to worry about when games are going to be made up, this and that. Still a few in limbo like that, but for the moment, we know what your schedule is ahead of time, and you've got South Green and Chucky Doak coming up back-to-back. It seemed that way if the last time we came in here and talked, or the time before that, where you had a lot of county games back-to-back. You get South Green on the road Friday night, and then you get Chucky Doak in here in your own gym again on Tuesday. Two very important conference games that double as in-county games. Talk about what you expect in both of those games.
South Green's always a tough place to play, and I know they press, so we got to do better about taking care of the basketball. Mm-hmm. We're going to, as always, when you play somebody the second time, try to change some stuff up to have a different outcome. And so we're going to do that as well. We didn't do anything just, to prepare for Friday today, but we will tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be prepared to play for them.
And then we've got to talk about some of these postponements and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of things got shuffled around. I feel like I've said that so much today, but you had Happy Valley, Hampton, and Washburn. All were scheduled to be played at home last week. All have gotten pushed around a little bit. Other than the Washburn game. That one has been canceled, but you were still playing the game at Washburn, correct? Mm-hmm. And then the game at home against Happy Valley, both against Happy Valley and Hampton, of course, being conference games, they have to be made up. So the one at home against Happy Valley has been pushed to February 3rd on a Saturday with the start time of 1 o'clock.
Yes.
So that's good, 1 o'clock, get it out of the way early.
Yeah.
Everybody can have the rest of their Saturday. And then the game at home against Hampton has been moved to February 8th, as where the game at Hampton will be a little bit before that. I don't have that in front of me at the moment, but you will be playing Hampton 2 games in pretty close proximity. And then the game at Unicoi County, that game has also been nixed, I've been told, or that game has been canceled.
Canceled.
Okay, so the ones at home versus Washburn, on the road at Unicoi County, both of those have been canceled.
Yes.
And then versus Happy Valley, February 3rd, starting at 1 o'clock, versus Hampton, February 8th. And then, of course, at South Green Friday versus Chucky Doke Tuesday. Sorry if that confuses anybody. I'm still confused at the moment also.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can just weather the storm until tournament time to where dates are set for you and you don't have to worry about it then. But until then, until we come back next time, best of luck. Hopefully talk about a few more wins. I'll say that this time.
Yeah.
Since last time it was a county slate, I didn't say that, but that's all we've got. Coach, thank you once again for sitting down with me. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Critters Corner Betsy Shaw Show. Look forward to seeing you all next time here on Grassroots Media.
We just